This video will deal with finding a circle from 2 points, one of which is tangent to a line. So here we go. So first thing, the circle passes through the point 4, 0, and the circle is tangent to this line 2x plus 3y equals negative 17 at negative 1, 5. So first thing we're going to do here, let's solve for the line right here, but let's solve for y. Y equals negative 2 over 3x minus 17 over 3. Just solving for y so we can get y equals mx plus b. Therefore, the slope of this line is negative 2 over 3. And the circle is going to be tangent to this line at this point, negative 1, negative 5. If that is the case, then it will be on the line perpendicular to this original line. And then this line is going to go through this point, negative 1, negative 5, and have a perpendicular slope. So it will be y plus 5 equals 3 halves times x plus 1. Now, the next thing that we need to figure out is another equation because we've got two unknowns here. It could be anywhere along here. So what we're going to do is we're going to remember that a circle is the locus of points equidistant from a central point. I'm going to kind of eyeball it somewhere in there. It doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be good enough that we can come up with equations from it. So the distance from the central point to this point, which is 4, 0, is the same as the distance from the central point to negative 1, negative 5. Now we've got two equations. So our two equations are y plus 5 equals 3 over 2 x plus 1, because it's got to be somewhere along this line, and then distance formula. So x plus 1 squared plus y plus 5 squared equals x minus 4 quantity squared plus y minus 0. Didn't actually need to say y minus 0, but just it makes the point. Now we have two equations and two unknowns. In the original problem, it said don't solve them, but we're going to solve them on our calculator. If you're not sure how to do that on a TI Inspire, just look it up online, solving system of equations. It's fairly simple. When we do that, we get x equals 1 and y equals negative 2. We've got x equals 1, y equals negative 2. Now let's find the radius. For the radius, you can use either point. We're going to use 4, 0. So we've got the square root of 4 minus 1 squared plus 0 plus 2 squared, which is then the square root of 9 plus 4, which is the square root of 13. So r equals root 13. So now we're going to eyeball it a little bit just to see if it makes sense. 1, negative 2, and that does seem to work, but remember, just eyeballing it is not a great idea. You need to put it in Desmos to see if it actually works. So that's what we're going to do now. Here we are in Desmos. So you can see the 2 points right there, and then the line and all the labels for that. And here is our circle. X minus 1 squared plus y plus 2 squared equals 13. Now, just to make sure that these actually go through these points, one of the ways that I like to do it, I'm just going to take off the points and the line, and then put in the line x equals negative 1 and x equals 4, and you will see that the intersection is negative 1, negative 5, and the intersection here is 4, 0. So it's a good independent check, and we are done.